Testing 1, 2. What's going on, everybody? What's going on? Be right with you. Be right with you. Having some technical difficulties. Good to see you, Sister Lovey. Good to see you, Dave. What's going on? I got my thing in the background. What's going on with me? I'll be right there, y'all. Oh boy, everything that could go wrong will want to go wrong. What's going on, Yolanda? Good to see you. Good to see you. I'll be right with y'all. Tell you technology today, you just gotta love it. You just gotta love it. I promise y'all. I'll be right with y'all. Be right with y'all. Be right there.
Sometimes I was thinking it's over, but my friends tapping me on my shoulder. And you know, yeah, I got a shoulder. They don't want you to always believe in me. I just wanna try to see. God, yeah. Oh, God, yeah. Oh, God, yeah, yeah. I had a manifest. Oh, I had to manifest. You could do it, yeah. You could do I had a man of fast. I had a man of fast. I had a man of fast. I had a man. I had some thoughts, yeah. I had a man of fast. Oh. I had a man of fast. I could do it, I could do it, I could do it, yeah. I could do it, I could do it, I could do it, yeah. I could do it, we could do it, we could do it, yeah. I had a man of fast. I could do it, I could do it, I could do it, yeah. You could do it, you could do it, you could do it, yeah. I could do it, we could do it, we could do it, yeah. There was times I was thinking it's over, but my friends tapping me on my shoulder, and you know, yeah, I got a shoulder. They don't always believe in me. I just wanna try to see. God, yeah. Oh, God, yeah. Oh, God, yeah, yeah, yeah. I had a man of fast. Oh, I had a man of fast. I had a man of fast. Oh, I had a man of fast. You could do it, you could do it, you could do it, yeah. You could do it, you could do it, you could do it, yeah. I could do it, we could do it, we could do it, yeah. I could do it, we could do it, you could do it, yeah.
Hey, what's up, everybody? What's going on? What's going on? All right, let's get this thing started here. What's going on? I hope everybody's having a good day. Oh, man, I tell you, this technology stuff is crazy. Oh, man, I'm like, what's going on with my phone? Oh, man. Well, hopefully it'll show up at some parts of the day. So we're going to get started. Good to see y'all. What's up, my guy? All right, I see Sister Love you. Good to see you. Dave Keona's going online. What's up? Yolanda. What's up, my dude? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Let's see if we have anybody on YouTube. Let's see. Nobody's there yet. All right, but look, we're here. You know what I'm saying? We'll accumulate after a while. Yo, guess what, y'all? It's okay to think big. That's what I heard. It's okay to think big. So look, we're going to get started. I'd like to say in the next 30 seconds.
There was times I was thinking it's over, but my friends tapping me on my shoulder, and you know, yeah, I got a shoulder. They don't always believe in me. I just wanna try to see.
I'm sorry, yeah, I gotta give you one more second. I don't know what in the world is going on with this. This is crazy. All right, give me a second, y'all. I had a man of fast. I had a man of fast. I had a man of fast. I had some thoughts, yeah. I had a man of fast. Oh. I had a man of fast. I could do it, I could do it, I could do it. I could do it, I could do it, I could do it, yeah. I could do it, we could do it, we could do it, yeah. I had a man of fast. I could do it, I could do it, I could do it, yeah. You could do it, you could do it, you could do it, yeah. I could do it, we could do it, we could do it, yeah. There was times I was thinking it's over, but my friends tapping me on my shoulder, and you know, yeah, I got a shoulder. Oh, no wonder. It's a shortage, everybody. It's all good. I had to manifest. I'm trying to manifest right now. Lord. All right, give me 2 more seconds, everybody, and we're going to get started. Good, bad, or indifference. Testimony.
Sometimes I was thinking it's over, but my friends tapping me on my shoulder, and you know, yeah, I got a shoulder. They don't always believe in me. I just wanna try to see. God, yeah. Oh, God, yeah. Oh, God, yeah.
All right, here we go. All right, let's turn off this manifest thing. Oh, goodness gracious. All right, here we go. Some technical difficulties, but I'm here. Thank y'all for sticking with me. What's going on, Roger? Good to see you, sir. Good to see everybody on the line. Listen, y'all, we're about to get started. And finally, Jesus, God, I tell you, when you're trying to do a good thing, the enemy's always after y'all. All right, here we go, y'all. Glad to see everybody. 30 seconds. Yeah, this thing is really acting a fool, right? It's good. But what's going on, everybody? What's going on? I had to fix my stuff and everything. Good to see everybody. Glad that you're here. Oh, man, I tell you, everything that could go wrong went wrong. Oh, man, I was up here fighting, y'all. Y'all understand? I had to fight with the devil, but I won. What's going on, y'all? It's good to see everybody. Roger Lee, good to see you. Wow, Hambrick is on the... Oh, that's my guy, Roger Lee Hambrick. Let me tell you, I'm honored. I'm really, really honored, man. Honored to have legends up here. It's so good to see everybody. For some reason, I could not hear things through my little amplifier here. I didn't know what was going on, and I'm like, I couldn't hear the music. I couldn't hear anything. I couldn't even hear the countdown just now. I'm like, what's going on? I'm like, loose here. Yeah, everything is good. But it's good to see everybody. I'm glad that you're here. Glad to see you, Yolanda, again. Roger Lee Hambrick. Good to see you again. Hameen, my dude, Dave. Sister Levy, good to see you. And it's good to see everybody. I see some people, I think it's coming in YouTube or something. I'm not too sure, but the case may be. But how y'all doing? How's everybody doing? Everybody's good? And by the way, guess what, y'all? I'm drinking my famous coffee. What are you drinking this morning? And I know we're a little late, but I'm not going to, I'm not going to prolong the process and stuff like that. So listen, welcome to Manifest Thoughts Podcast, where we're helping people bring their imagination into reality by way of action, because faith without works are dead. And our goal is to help 500 people bring their imagination into reality by way of action. And if we're meeting for the first time, my name is Donald Francis, and I'm so happy that you're here. Much gratitude, love, and respect to you for stopping by and helping us out and being our visitor today. You won't only see me here, but you'll see me also at It's Life Podcast, along with those two beautiful people behind me there, Mr. Rob Mel Bill and Mrs. Robin Holmes. Also, please go check out my entertainment page, which is It's All You TV, ITZALLYOU TV. You'll also catch us, of course, as you all know, for those of you who are our regular followers, Channel 49 TV every Sunday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. What's up? What's going on, y'all? What's going on? Absolutely. A happy Friday. Happy Friday. I'm just so happy to see all of you. And I'm going to have to use my other tablet for my other sense of audio, because for some reason, I don't know why in the world this thing's acting up and acting crazy. But yeah, everything was connected right. I promise you, Dave. Everything was connected right. I did everything right, But it's just good to see everybody. Listen, today we are talking about it's all right and it's safe to think big. You can think big. It's nothing wrong with thinking big. Let me ask you a question. Do you have big dreams? Do you have big aspirations? Do you have a big vision? And 9 times out of 10, I tell you, you may have vision, but our purpose sometimes are the things that we haven't even walked into, things we haven't even seen yet. You feel what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it's good that you know and have clarity of which way you're going. It's nothing wrong with thinking big. Sometimes you got some people who will make you feel guilty because you are thinking big, or you're doing things in a big particular way. Obviously, we do know in life when you do things toward the big picture, and I like the way Mr. I think his name is Myron. I like to call him Dr. Dr. Myron. He said, our mind sometimes in our subconscious, in our conscious mind, we get, little pictures of the things that we're about to go and pursue, so we have one big picture, but our life and our day-to-day basis are little depictions and pictures that are in our mind that are deposited, into our subconscious. So that now, after a while, we put those together to see the big picture, perhaps a big picture you probably haven't even seen, and everybody can, rather you're in church, anybody can prophesy and tell you what they think that you are. And sometimes, most times, can I tell you the truth? Some people are prophesying certain things that are very much obvious, and it's only because of what you look like, But can I tell you something? A lot of your purpose and a lot of your general overall destiny have nothing to do with what you are doing right now. You know what I'm saying? It could be something that you haven't even seen yet, but you get little depictions and little pictures of where you are going, However, it is good to have a clear view of where you want to go. It's a good thing to have a nice plan, to work to say, I would like to go and I would like to be here. And I want to work toward it. And I know I can do it here on earth. You feel what I'm saying? It's okay to pursue things and you see the big picture, It's always good to start off small to get to that particular big picture. I'm always taught that if you have a birthday party, if you have a Broadway show like our sister Yolanda, and I'm calling it Broadway, and it's gonna be bigger than that. I'm saying on mainstream, sometimes it's good that you start off on a smaller scale, because if you start off big, where do you have to run to? Where do you have to go to? What do you have to build to? So sometimes in life, we have to build to certain things, So first we'll start at our office, then we'll have a big building, then we'll have our own broadcast. We'll have all, again, it's good to start small to get to the big things, but don't feel guilty to think big. Don't let nobody make you guilty for thinking big. There's nothing wrong with thinking big. Henry Watkins online. Good to see you. Good morning, brother. So let's take a look at our first template. I'm going to tell you something. It's good to think big. And while we're thinking big, these are the things that we want to take a look at. You want to embrace your ambitions. It's nothing wrong with being ambitious every now and again. First and foremost, you have to recognize that having big dreams, right, and aspirations is a positive and natural part of personal growth. Embrace your ambitions, right, as a reflection of the potential desire you want to have, especially when it's going to be something that's meaningful and it's going to be impactful. So again, embrace your ambitions. Don't be an overly ambitious person that you want to step on people, to get to where you have to be. You want to remain humble in everything that you're doing, while you are pursuing, whatever it is that you are desiring, But listen, while you are embracing your ambitions, you want to do it in the correct way. Stay in your lane, be easy, be smooth. And I don't care if there are other people who are doing, things that you are doing, if they're in your niche and in your lane and in your niche, they're still not going to go the same place. They're not going to wind up the same way, because everybody is uniquely put together. And I promise, if I give you the ingredients to spaghetti and you give me the ingredients to spaghetti, I promise one of us is going to have more salt, the other one's going to have more pepper, some of us going to have more ground beef, some of us going to have more sauce, some of us may have less noodles. You just never, depending upon, some people might even be creative and add some ricotta, and approach it like you approach, lasagna. But again, don't allow for anybody to mess up your ambitions. Don't let nobody make you feel guilty. So you want to, look at this as a positive, natural, personal growth, that I have big dreams that I want to get to. And it doesn't matter your age. It doesn't matter. A lot of times people talk their way out of doing big things because they're like, oh my God, I'm at this age now and I'm doing this now and I'm gonna just leave this to other people. I'm gonna tell you something. You leave it to other people, they might mess up the thing that you saw, and can't nobody do it the way you do it. That's the reason why anybody who have businesses, anybody who are CEOs, anybody, who are partners or whatever, they know that they can't trust just anybody, to be over the company, trust anybody to run the business. More or less, watch this work within the business. You want to hold to a certain culture, a certain piece, a certain mindset. You want people to be just as humble as you. And again, like I said yesterday, you got visionaries, but then you have integrators, and even integrators got to learn how to be humble. You can tell somebody no without telling them no. I had, and you can take this for free. I had challenged the church that says, if there was somebody, and although they're trying to, get smoking sections in churches, I don't know, I'm not doing it. But if there's somebody who liked to smoke cigarettes and wanted to try and light up right there in your vestibule, how could you tell them, you cannot smoke here without saying no? How could you do that? How could you do it? How would you approach the matter? Can somebody put that in your description? Let's get some participation real quick. I only got like 3 more templates, and so I'm not going to be here long. How would you do that? Can you tell somebody no without saying no and being humble about it? I'm gonna pull you into somewhat of our class, and also to some degree on our online class. I'm giving you one little tab for free. Can somebody tell somebody, no, you can't smoke here without telling them no? Keyshawn, good to see you, bro. Can somebody do that? Well, let me give you the answer, because I know some of y'all shy to put it in your description, or maybe y'all aware y'all at your desk and your workhorse like Dave and Anthony, and maybe Yolanda who's still writing skits and stuff like that. But listen, you can go to a particular individual and say, listen, I would really love for you to smoke your cigarette. I would really love. Let me show you where you can smoke your cigarette. See? Simple as that. You're not telling them no. Saying, listen, because see, sometimes when you're dealing with people, while you're being ambitious and you're trying to get what is it, sometimes you got to tell people, listen, I want you to know I feel what you feel. I don't smoke cigarettes, but I want you to do what you want to do. But let me show you where you can do it. I didn't say you can't do it here, but I'm pointing them to the other direction. You see what I'm saying? You can still smoke, but you ain't going to do it here. Let me show you, champ, where you can do it. You see? Told him no without telling him no. If I gave you value just now, somebody give me the hearts. Somebody say something if I'm saying something. So again, embrace your ambitions. Don't allow for anybody to make you feel guilty about something that's considered to be personal growth. And it's a natural part of your life to be ambitious, and to pursue your ambitions. Just don't be a snake trying to do it. Don't lie on anybody. Don't step on nobody's neck. Go hard, but don't do stuff. Because I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you the opposite to what success is. The opposite to success is making it to whatever your top is, although success is not you making it to the top. Let's clear that. Success is not you making it to the top. Success is your journey. Can't nobody make it to a top, because anybody can be brought to a top and can't tell you how to get there because somebody got them in the back door. You feel what I'm saying? But success is your journey. It's not you making it to the top. Whatever your journey is your success line. You feel what I'm saying? So let me tell you another thing too. while you are trying to pursue success, let me tell you what success is not. Success is when you make it to your whatever your particular top is, make it to whatever your success story is, but yet you have no friends at the top because you did them wrong. You have no family because you sacrificed them to get to where you are. I don't believe success is when you lose people that's supposed to be in your life and you're at the top by yourself. There's so many people who have so much money and they're bored out their mind because they lost people. And with money and with being wealthy or rich, people not want to come around them because of what they did to get there. I remember, I'm grateful for a father of mine, or a brother, big brother of mine. His name is Bishop George Bloomer. Took me in like a brother, took me in like even a son. But we don't talk on that particular level. We just, he says, Donald, let me ask you a question. What's the difference I think Barack Obama was in office at this time. Says, what's the difference between the pulpit you speak from and the podium Barack Obama speak from? I was like, well, he have a bigger audience. He says, no, he have a podium that everybody would listen to him from. He says, but rather, this is what you want to do. You don't want to try to fight for the podium he have, because it makes no sense for you to try to fight to a podium that by the time you get there, people hate you anyway. Says, but rather you want to create the podium people want to be at. Create the podium people want to come and speak from. And it's good that you are ambitious enough to create what it is that you want, that people would want to desire to come to. Rather, more or less, you try to fight your way to get to a particular position that by the time you get there, people hate you. Number one, because you got there. Number two, fairly. Number three, they wanted to be there. Number four, they're not you. You see what I'm saying? And now people can have the propensity and or the ability to try to show how better they are than you are while you're in the office. You don't have to prove yourself to anybody while being ambitious. You don't have to be, watch this, you don't even have to be insecure, because 9 times out of 10, there are people who are not better than you. They may be more advanced than you are in that particular category, but by no means are they better than you. So don't ever go around saying, oh, you're better than me. And no, first of all, nobody's better than you. And secondly, you have no competition, because I'm gonna tell you something, your competition is yourself. When you improve more of you, then you get better. You see what I'm saying? Then you see nobody else except you. How do you create your PR? How do you beat your PR, your personal record? What have I done good today, and how could I do that better tomorrow? And then I become a better me, and then there's no competition. Colgate don't care nothing about AIM. Burger King don't really care nothing about no McDonald's. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the case may be. You see? Rite Aid don't care about CVS. They're in the same niche, but they are perfecting, although they have the same items, their own brand and their own business. If I'm giving you value, say something. You feel me? So while you are improving your ambitions and you are going to pursue, and because you're dreaming big, always remember that anything that you do, you still have to deal with people. Anything that you do. And if you're going to be successful, it's going to be people who are going to help you get there. So get your humility on. You see, me and my boy was just talking about, what it is when you're in corporate versus being on the block. And again, let me tell you, the reason why I talk the way I talk is because my ideal audience are the people I used to be. I used to be the person who lived in the projects, the person who used to say, I'm going to do certain things and don't do it. No accountability, no follow-up, no seriousness, no writing anything down to allow for it to become real. And I'm not throwing anything off on anybody who live in the projects. I'm trying to help a person's mindset. You see what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, note and understand, if you're going to do things and if you're going to pursue things and if you're going to think big, you don't have to step on anybody. And watch this. When you think big, you have to see yourself and where is it you want to go. You have to know the ideal audience you need. And can I tell you something? I want to tell you something new that somebody else won't they may not tell you. Using people is not a bad thing. I just messed you up. Using people is not a bad thing. All right, for an example, I was hanging with my boy Dave Quiones, right? We're in the car. We're on our way to a photo shoot, wherever. And my son hit me up and he says, Dad, do you got anything in your Cash App? He's away on a trip, by the way, and I told him, let me know if you needed money before you left. And obviously a 16-year-old going on 17, with braids, who's smelling himself, will forget those little things until he's in the situation. Yeah. But anyway, he's like, Dad. And I'm like, listen, and I got the kind of Cash App that is not connected to my account because I made a mistake and I sent $500 to a person that I did not know. And they did not send it back. So I just disconnected that, got the card, and I says, I have to load up my card in order for me to send you something on Cash App. You feel what I'm saying? So I said, yo, Dave, I need $20. Can you send my son $20? I'll give it right back to you. I just got to go to the bank, and that's about that. He says, all right, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. But see, my point is that I had to use him to make this transaction so that my son can have $20. So you understand what I'm saying? I don't mean use them in a malicious way, or a manipulative way. Can I say it? Manipulative way. Yeah. You don't want to be a manipulator, I'll give it back to you, and you don't give it back to them. And you had no intentions on. That's the bad way of using. But we all have to use each other in a particular way. And if you want to translate it to make it much more easier, we all need each other in a particular way in order for us to make it. If you have a business that you're going into, you need people. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to sell a product, there are two types of businesses. Either you have a service to provide or you have a product to sell. And within either category, you're going to need people. Straight like that. So listen, here's the other thing you have to do. You have to reframe your beliefs. You have to reframe. Challenge, right? You have to challenge yourself, challenge negative beliefs, challenge negative thoughts. You know what I'm saying? Challenge self-doubt that might lead you into guilt because you're being ambitious to be able to get to where you need to be. Instead of thinking, I don't deserve this, focus on the positive impact. Focus on success. And focus on the fact that, watch this, if you are putting in the work, then champ, you do deserve it. I don't know anybody who put in work that don't get a chance to eat. You need to eat. You deserve to eat because you put your time in. So you got to reframe your beliefs. Some people are like, oh my God, I don't deserve it. This, that, and the other. If you put in the work, my God, you deserve it. You put in that, you are ambitious enough to get to where you have to go and to be where you want to be, and you made it. You deserve it. Nobody deserves it more than you because you're in that particular lane and you did what you have to do. You put the faith in, you put the work in, you put the belief in. Remember the placebo effect. If you believe it's going to happen, and notice that the placebo effect is a medical term for those of them who needed to receive medication. When the doctors came, because the patient was very, very positive about the fact that the medication was going to work, it worked for them. But then you had people who had the nocebo effect, and I'm going to always say this, who did not believe it was going to work, and they didn't. It didn't. And it got worse, and they died because they were on the negative. You get what I'm saying? It's the same premise about your belief. And let me tell you something. Those people who received the medication did not really have faith in the medication. It was because of their belief that it was going to work, that it actually worked. So it had by no means had nothing to do with the medication. You understand what I'm saying? So if you believe that you're going to be able to make this happen, then you're going to have all of the energy, all of the all of the enthusiasm that you need, all of the mind power, all of the spirit power that you need to be able to pursue it. And watch this. It'll wake you up at 5 o'clock in the morning. You're getting dressed. You want to start your day by 7. You want to end your day at a certain time so that you can get everything that you have on your list that you want to achieve, you know what I'm saying, during the day, to be able to do that because you started your day early. Listen, if you want to do things right, learn how to master your morning. That's another ambition right there. And when you alter your beliefs, when you alter the framework of your beliefs by saying I can rather than I can't, watch and see how things like just the magic just take place out of nowhere, because you can do it, and you have to rise above harsh opinions. For those of them who think that you are not going to be able to do this, you're not going to be able to listen, stop listening to them. Although you need them. That's why I like the Bible so much. It says it prepare a table in the midst of your enemy, because your friends will make the table up, but your enemies will get you to eat. Anybody who have a disbelief, and listen, anybody who believe contrary to what you believe about yourself, even though they say that to other people or they try to give innuendos, let me tell you something. It has nothing to do with you, the things that people say. Mind your business. If they're talking about you, like, it is my business because they talk about me. No. If they decide to talk about you, it ain't got nothing to do with you. You just keep doing what you got to do, you see, and you keep pursuing what you got to pursue. You keep going forth and doing what you got to do. And I promise you, after a while, it's going to happen. It's going to break forth. Think big. Stop thinking too small. And you know what I learned? Let me tell you what I learned. If you set whatever your price is, never ever argue your price. Whatever your price, whatever your position is, whatever you have to offer, never lower the value of your price. You see what I'm saying? And I'm going to tell you, when you lower your belief about yourself, you just lowered your price and you lowered your value. And you're already in a defeated position. Because any battle that's fought for a person that knows that they're going to win before they even start the fight have already won, because you won here. You won in your belief. You won here. I'm a testimony, trust me, at the fact that you could make it and make it bigger than where you've been, because your ambitions are in perspective. You reframed your beliefs. Watch this. Here's another thing. Stop beating yourself up, man. Stop being so hard on yourself. Have self-compassion. And I'm going to tell you something. And we'll see this in a lot of, of our templates, because a lot of it is relevant. When you practice self-compassion, understand that it's okay to aim high. Make mistakes, right? Your experiences and your setbacks will help you to understand, that you have to learn how to forgive yourself with kindness, and take forth and say, well, I'm glad that I've experienced this. And just as you would a friend, take care of yourself and say, I'm going to make this. Listen, all right, made mistakes. Okay, cool. But you never lost. You never failed. You've learned. You don't fail, you learn. That's what you do. And when you take a look at your failures, you take a look at your mistakes, you collect them, learn from them, hear from people who care about you to tell you what it is that you need to improve. And when you improve yourself, you're having self-compassion. All right, listen, I'm be calm with myself. Stop beating yourself up. You are your worst critic. And that's the thing that will hold you back from pursuing and being ambitious about it. It's nothing wrong with thinking high. Let's take a look at that. I only got a few more. Visualize your success. I think we've been here before. Visualize your success. Let me ask you a question. Anybody have a vision board? And do you even know what a vision board is? It's not a spirited thing. When you envision where you're going, can't nobody stop you. I remember, if y'all go to a website called Loud, L-O-U-D, loudpa.com. I remember I used to envision myself on a stage, helping people out, speaking to people, motivating people, empowering people. It wasn't just all church for me, but I do believe that the Bible that I believe is not only spiritual, but it's also as practical. If you follow some of the guidelines and you don't have to, and without even believing, you're going to find yourself successful, because it is just as practical. Read the book of Proverbs. I'll tell you that much. You'll learn a lot. You'll learn a lot of wisdom, a lot of value there. However, visualize your success. Visualize what it's going to feel like to be at your end goal, and the legacy that you're going to leave. And what's going to happen after, if you started your business, you're on a position. And I'm going to tell you, you could obtain wealth. And I'm going to say this all the time. You could obtain wealth while working at a particular job. You just got to become top of the line in your department in order to obtain that wealth. But you can also obtain wealth when you're working for yourself. I know what I'm trying to obtain. I know what I'm on my way to doing. I know the work that we're putting in. And all of these days that we're on is putting in that work. And we can say, and you can grow with all of us. You can grow with yourself, grow with us, grow with me, and say, I remember when he just started around this particular time. And mind you, I've been doing podcasting for 2 years. But watch this. It just now started to count. Because sometimes you got to put your time in to be able to get to the starting line and then start to pursue. You see? So listen, it's okay. Visualize where you're going to be. Imagine your positive outcome, you know what I'm saying? And the sense of accomplishment that's achieving your big goals. It will bring you into a place that would help you to visualize, your confidence, right? And reduce feelings that will bring you and lead you to guilt. Guilt will help. But let me tell you something. Sometimes, can I tell you what I want to tell you, even in life? Whatever it is that you got to straighten out in life, right? Let's say, for example, you did some wrong to certain people that you yourself may have to go and apologize for, right? If you apologize to somebody and they don't accept your apology, it is no longer on you. Move on with your life. Can I give you that kind of value? If you know you've done wrong and you want to go and apologize to that person and they didn't want to accept your apology because they're still salty, listen, apologize to them. If they don't receive it, move on because you did your part. As long as you meant it, you had compassion about it, you know what I'm saying, and you are honest and earnest about it, listen, you don't have to worry about anything. Move on. Let them catch up. Let them catch up. Let me ask you a question. Do you know what an effective apology is? And I want for everybody to learn this value here that are in our community. An effective apology is acknowledging what you are apologizing for. Because don't let nobody cop out by saying, yo, if I did anything wrong, I apologize. Nah, they don't mean it, champ. They're going to do it again. Run, Forrest. Run. Run. They're going to do it again. But when you have somebody openly acknowledge to you in private what they are apologizing for, will let you know they're on the right page. You feel better because they understand how you feel. You see what I'm saying? And they're saying, listen, I'm the one who said this about you. I'm man and woman enough to say, I do apologize. And if you could find any room in your heart to accept my apology, because I love and care for you, I will do my very best never to do that again. And I'm gonna tell you something. You could even go so far, let them know I'm going to receive therapy, for my situation. Because if truth be told, everybody have a situation. Wait a minute, Donald, you telling me I need to learn how to think big? Yeah, but let me tell you the attributes you must obtain when you get to the big picture. Because success it should develop you. Your vision that you have should develop you to be accountable for all the wrong you've done. Dad, Donald, I ain't come up here for that. Dude, what you talking about? Why are you trying to correct me, man? Why? Come on. Because when you visualize success, you can't get to the big picture and keep all you got, and you don't have the right attitude and disposition and mindset that's going to help you keep it. Yo, if I'm giving y'all value, if we changing lives, yo, give me say something. Want to sit down and acknowledge, hey, what's going on? What's going on? You know what I'm saying? I heard hello. I know that's right. Good to see you, beauty. Good to see you. And I'm happy that you're here on YouTube with us and on Facebook and everybody else. Just want to give you value today. Listen, when you visualize success, visualize the kind of person you want to become. I'm going to say this also. When you are trying to manifest by way of action what it is that you want, you have to try to become what it is that you want to see in order for you to get it. If I want a nice big house, right? If I want to be able to have beautiful people around me, I got to become the kind of people I want around me. That's visualizing success. Yo, am I saying something, y'all? Really, like for real. I really want to help somebody, y'all. You feel me? This is out of my own experiences. Watch this. Let's go to the next one because my boy David told me the truth because I'm long-winded. Set realistic expectations. When you set realistic expectations, I'll tell you this. While it's essential to think big, be realistic of the time and effort required to reach the goals that you want to set. You want to set achievable milestones along the way while you make your big dream, right, come into fruition. You don't want to be overwhelmed, and you don't want to manipulate anybody, but be manageable. You know what I'm saying? Be manageable and mindful about the time zone. Listen, if you want to dream big, right, and you got these little pictures, and right now, these days that we are facing are little pictures toward the big picture, you can't sit there and say, I want to get to where I want to go, and I'm going to give myself only 2 weeks to do it. You can't say, I want to get to where I want to go according to your big picture and only give yourself a month. Yo, it's only 2 weeks, and now you trying to give up? You bugging. It's only been a month, and it didn't even stretch its arms yet, your vision, and now you trying to give up? Well, it didn't happen. The people ain't coming. Listen, you got to give people, can I tell you something? You got to give whatever it is that you're trying to give, rather it's of a service, rather it's an item you're trying to sell, because even if you sell items, watch this, you still got to be predictable. It's called predictability. You got to be predictable in the time that you're going to go on to sell. You got to be predictable on the time that you will sell a specific item. That's why I like when you go to a certain restaurant and they sell good dishes, rather McDonald's, whatever it gets to be, whatever, you know what I'm saying? And you know it's your favorite type of burger or whatever, and it says limited time only. You know, they're giving you a particular time limit that you can buy this product, right? But when you are going for your big picture, can I tell you something? Sometimes putting dates on certain things will cause you to feel like you failed. Because if you didn't give yourself a realistic time duration to be able to fulfill what your pursuit is, can cause you to feel like you failed because you failed to give yourself enough time to allow for your vision to breathe. Yo, am I saying something, yo? Dag, yo, D, you giving me some type of therapy. Dogs, go chill, son. I'm going to chill. But here's the deal. You got to give yourself realistic goals. Give yourself 6 months to a year. Come on now. Give yourself some time to allow for your vision to stretch its arms. You know what your vision is like? A newborn baby. First, it's in the carrying stage. Then it gets bigger enough to give it tummy time. Then after tummy time, it's starting to strengthen its arm and its legs. All of a sudden, the baby just got up and started crawling. Now you got to cover all the ends of the glass table so that it won't hit its little head. Then all of a sudden, now it grabbed onto the table and now it's standing on its legs. This your vision. Come on now. All of a sudden, the same baby that had carrying time is running around the house. That's your vision. That's your dream. That's your big picture. And all of a sudden, watch this. Just like a baby, it grow up to know what it like, what it don't like. Because your product or your service will tell you who it's for and who it's not for. Am I saying something? Come on now. Huh? And then all of a sudden now it grow up to be a teenager. You know what I'm saying? Now it's on its own, moving back and forth. You ain't got to hold the hand no more. Now it's going grocery shopping for you. Now your dream and your vision is working for you, bringing back revenue. And watch this. Before the time it's time for you to leave Earth, you're leaving legacy now because it's now able to run its own company and do things on its own and bring forth of herself. Just like in the beginning in the Bible. Woo-hoo. You know, the earth brought forth of itself before mankind was developed to subdue the earth. Let your job, let your aspirations, let your dream and your vision be trained to bring forth of herself. So you can sit back and let it happen because you put the time in by nurturing it with tummy time, standing on its feet, giving it its first steps. Now it's running around the house. It's just like raising a child. Am I saying something, y'all? So set realistic goals. Listen, let's go to our first ad. We'll be right back. Calling on all New Yorkers. Are you tired of traffic and delays when traveling to LaGuardia Airport? Well, look no further than Blade Helicopter Company. They're here to revolutionize your journey. With Blade, you can skip all the hustles with traditional transportation and arrive to LaGuardia Airport with style. Some of the features you'll come across: time-saving convenience. Blade offer a swift, direct route to LaGuardia Airport, cutting your travel time significantly. Luxury and comfort. Enjoy a luxurious and comfortable helicopter ride with their top-of-the-line aircraft. Safety first. Blade prioritizes your safety with rigorous maintenance and expert pilots. Breathtaking views. Experience stunning views and landscapes as you soar to LaGuardia Airport. Flexible scheduling. Choose a departure time that suits your schedule, and they'll be there to take off. So look, don't waste precious time stuck in traffic. Elevate your travel experience with Blade Helicopter Company and arrive to LaGuardia in just 5 minutes. Book your flight now. Fly with me. Boom, 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 boom. So listen, y'all, I'm grateful for Blade. Right, that I met them in the building that I reside in, and they were so nice enough. If you could look at your screen to put your boy's name on their used code for discounts and stuff like that. So if you're in the Hudson Yards area, you're only 2 blocks away, and if you use Donald F and F for Francis, they'll take $50 off your first airport flight. All right, and again, also I wanted to say, so happy that we're now an LLC, that we are a legit business. And I'm so grateful to be able to be a business owner. And I wanted to say that with that being said, I'm able to do stuff like giveaways, right? And so our first giveaway is you get a chance to take a Blade helicopter ride with your boy, Donald Francis. You feel what I'm saying? But here's what you got to do. You got to go, in order for you to enroll, and that you got to go to Manifested Thoughts 888@gmail.com. Now I say this every day, so I still have people who say, "Well, so what do I have to do to do it?" I say it every day. I'm like, "What are you doing?" So you got to go to Manifested Thoughts 888@gmail.com. When you go there, I want you to type in giveaway flight. All right, and then I'll know exactly what that means. And depending upon how many candidates we do have, we're going to pick those names right here on the air, so you'll know I'm not fibbing and I'm not being biased about anybody who's putting that in. All right, what I'm saying. Also, we do have a position that's open right now. Our first position for anybody who would like to do clerical work. You have to let me know that you're good at being established on social media. You're good at being established on keeping on top of records and emails and things like that, because our community is growing, and there are a lot of people that you don't see online when we are on, because a lot of them are working, but they're listening even through email app. And I have this particular app where they can see us online and they still participate, so I'm happy about that. We have about a good maybe 200 people on our list right now. As far as email is concerned, if you have not joined our community yet, please do me a favor, go there to Manifest Thoughts 888@gmail.com and learn all of the latest of everything that's going on. And I'm happy to say that today, this evening, we'll have our website up and we'll be selling our online course called The Cake Method. And this is no matter what you do, I don't care where you are, it's going to help you to just keep track of your life, you know what I'm saying? And for you to understand everything that you are doing and how to do what you're doing, you know what I'm saying? And so, and wow, Tiffany, hey, what's going on? She's on YouTube. Good to see you, sis. Big, big, big hug. Love you so much. And so again, it's going to help you with everyday practical life. And this is what we're doing. We're just teaching you practical things that we might have missed down, along the way while we're trying to pursue things that we want. You get what I'm saying? So yeah. So go there. All right. Listen, just a few more tips. So of course we talked about, let me get rid of this real quick. Of course, we talked about, look, you got to set realistic goals. And that is, no matter what you're trying to do, you want to give yourself enough time that goal is fulfilled. You see what I'm saying? Don't be crazy, y'all. Give yourself enough time, So watch this. Here's the other thing you want to do. And I think we've seen this before on our different different topics and stuff like that. But it's much, much relevant to a lot of stuff. You want to break things down. You see what I'm saying? Divide your big goals into smaller, right? Actionable steps. Yo, Dave, that's that word again. Actionable, So you want to divide your big goals, into smaller actionable steps by breaking down your ambitions into manageable tasks so that you can consistently progress in building up your confidence along the way. So listen, I oftentimes say this, and I think that it's very much relevant for everybody to know that you have to know the difference between your projects and your assignments while you are pursuing your big goals. We have to think big, right? So while you're pursuing your big goals, know what your little assignments are, know what your projects are. A project is, can I give that illustration? A project is, we got to get the whole house painted, we got to get the whole house refurnished, but you still, according to your big project, you still got little assignments. Take out the garbage, wash the dishes, take care of your laundry, mop the floor, take care of the bathroom, make up your beds, get a haircut. You know what I'm saying? Wash up, brush your teeth, wash up, wash up, brush your teeth. All right, y'all. You know what I'm saying? So again, little assignments, but you want to take your big dreams, your big goals, and you want to break them down into little parts. Now, let's go back to the baby illustration, right? You got to give the baby Enfamil, right? Or whatever the other stuff is, and then you add, some cereal to it. Before you know it, they're eating, different types of, fruit, peaches, and stuff like that before they get onto meat, But anybody who has a steak, and I had steak yesterday, thank you, Jesus. But I let me tell you, you have to break down and cut down the steak into bite size, so that it's manageable. It's the same way with your project. It's the same way with your goals. You want to cut the steak up into manageable size, so that you can take actionable steps toward your goal and be effective, So break it down, Don't be overwhelmed with so much work. I got to do this, got to do that, got to do this. Hey, take it one step at a time. Can I go back to something I taught our community? Note that anytime that you're going to plan the things that you're going to do, right, while you're breaking down the big steps and the big picture, have a to-do list, have a to-done list. On your to-do list, put less things on your to-do list so that you can get it to done. You feel what I'm saying? And if there's certain things that you try to pursue that you can't get done, IDS that thing. And for those of you who've been following me, do me a favor, put in the description, what does IDS mean? And then I'll tell you what IDS mean. So again, take at least 2 to 3 things that you want to put on your to-do list so that you won't overwhelm yourself while you are pursuing your big dreams and your big goals, And note that if you attack the hard stuff first, you can live an easy life. But if you only take care of the easy stuff, you're going to live a hard life. You got what I'm saying? Yo, am I saying something? Y'all give me value. Come on, y'all. You see what I'm saying? So again, and Tiffany said, let's see what Tiff said. Rome wasn't built in one day. Come on, sis. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? What did Beauty say here? This is amazing. Yeah, absolutely. I finally caught it. Yeah, you finally caught it, sis. You know what I'm saying? That's right, is what Beauty said. Listen, I like to call you the last part of your name because I think that's sweet. Listen, so again, y'all, understand, when you are pursuing certain things that are big, break that thing down, and make sure that you can chop the steak up so that it's edible, so that you can take good actionable steps and you can make it effective. You can be effective in your pursuit, Anybody know what IDS is? All right, so good to see Deborah Miller. Deborah Miller says, what is IDS? Okay, listen, all right. Hameen says, yep, I know what IDS is. Okay. Anybody in YouTube land? All right, so listen, let me help you out, right? So if you have a to-do list, right, you take that to-do list and you got 3 good major things that you want to pursue, and you know that you have about 8 hours that you could spare in your day, although we have 24 hours, right? But nobody want to do the whole 24-hour syndrome. So you take 8, which is a work period, duration time. And let's say, for example, you're taking 2 hours out to take care of this, and then 3 hours out to take care of that, whatever have you, And then let's say that you tried to pursue your last thing that's on your list, but for some reason it's not working the way you want it to work, and it's not going the way you want it to go. Listen, let me tell you something. I'm about to idea something right now, because here's the deal. For some reason, I cannot hear when I play our ads. The phone proportion was messed up. I couldn't hear the music that I normally play. It seemed like the wires were going crazy. I don't know. Maybe my trackboard is demon possessed. But when I get off, I'm going to IDS it. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to identify where the problem is. I'm going to discuss this thing with myself by writing it down, and then I'm going to solve it. That's IDS. Identify, discuss, and solve. Maybe you might have to IDS with a friend. Listen, I don't know if you got the Rodecaster Pro, this, that, and the other, but for some reason, my thing was acting up on me. Can you tell me what might I do? You're identifying what the problem is. You're discussing it with other people that might be in that particular profession and solve it. But when you solve problems, you want to solve problems for good. That's the reason why when you are running your company, this is the way that you run your company, because you know what the power of IDS is. If we go outside of our guidelines, we're going to have to now understand the thing that we were supposed to solve, or we tried to solve. You see what I'm saying? And when we solve the problem, we don't want to go back to discussing why am I falling back into this particular realm. We do it this way because we IDS certain things that cause us to now bring forth in our company the rules that we have. Because if we break the rules, other stuff is going to happen, and now we'll find ourselves taking a step back and a setback because somebody did not follow the rules. Apparently, they did not know the power of IDS. You got what I'm saying? So it's identify. That's right there. Discuss and solve. I'm giving you value. Somebody give me the hearts. Somebody say, thank you, Tiff. That's right. Identify, discuss, and solve. Sometimes you might not get the last thing done, and you want to know why. You did everything that you tried. IDS that thing, and then come back tomorrow and let that be the first thing that you tackle down, because you identified, you discussed with a couple of people the same problem to see if they can help, and see what inside YouTube is a search engine, you know what I'm saying, and then conquer and solve. All right. Whew. Yeah, we working, y'all. We working today. So again, that's what you want to do, right? Break it down. Here's the other thing you want to do, right? Upon your pursuit of your big goals while you're dreaming big, surround yourself with supportive people. Now, supportive people can be mistaken, because people think that you might want to have supportive people that are only pat you on the back while you're doing things wrong. But you want to have people who are going to support you upon your pursuit. Like if this is something you want to do, I'm here to support you, and I'm here to let you know, I know you could do it. That's the kind of supportive people you want, right? They're different from integrators, because every visionary and every big dreamer need an integrator. Let me teach you, right? So at the end of the day, supportive people, look at that. Surround yourself with supportive people. Surround yourself with friends, families, mentors, who believe in your dreams and encourage your growth. Their support can help, right? Align, what I'm saying? And it'll help you prevent guilt and self-doubt. So what I love about this is that it'll help you understand, listen, if you got people who say, I believe in you and I know you can do it, then that should erase self-doubt. That should erase guilt or anything you think you cannot, pursue. You feel what I'm saying? The placebo effect, y'all. But you're thinking big because you have the support behind you, And if you decide to go to them and say, I don't think I'm going to do it, they should be able to keep you accountable by saying, why? Why you say you're not going to do it? Come on, y'all. Huh? Tiffany says very important to surround yourself with supportive people who will show your mistakes, right? And give guidance. You see what I'm saying? And those are the people, listen, again, you're not hanging with people better than you. Nobody's better than you. You're hanging with people who are more advanced in that category than you. All right? That's what I'm talking about. All right? So again, surround yourself with supportive people. Watch this. Learn from your failures. And I'm going to tell you something. You don't really have failures. You have learning moments. That's what you have. But it's good to know that you could identify, look, I failed at that. That wasn't good. I wasn't strong in that. But I'm going to learn from it. When you learn from your failures, it's a great thing because that helps you to understand that you are open to, growth. That's exactly what it is. Understanding your setbacks and failures will put you great on your journey. Instead of feeling guilty, instead of feeling like you made mistakes, view them as value for learning experience and bring you closer to all of the goals you want to achieve. That's what it's all about, y'all. Learning, and that should bring you closer. Can I tell you something? I like The Matrix, part 2. I don't know if anybody's ever seen The Matrix. But Neo was seeking the Oracle when she sent for him. When he went to go pursue her, he saw this Chinese dude that was sitting in Indian style, you know. He says, "You seek the oracle." He says, "Yes." He says, "Well, before I bring you to her, forgive me." He says, "Forgive me for what?" He started fighting her. Never got a hit off Neo, but Neo got that one big hit to his chest. Bang! And he says, "Okay, stop. I don't need you to kill me because I just discovered you are the one." He says, well, listen, all you had to do was ask me and I would have told you." He says, no, no, no. You never know a person until you fought them. Oof. So what am I saying as an illustration? While you are pursuing your dream, you never ever become close to your dreams and your goals until you had to have a fight toward it. And when you have a fight, you become one with it because you know you put in time that's been invested. You see what I'm saying? You know, time that's been invested. You see what I'm saying? Stumbling blocks help us grow, you know? And I'm gonna tell you something, you know, and every failure is a lesson. Fail your way to success. Wow. Deb says every failure is a lesson. Fail your way to success. And I'm gonna tell you something that Jamal Bryant says. He says, "I hope you fail better than you did the last time." So listen, I want you to know, y'all, you know, it's good that you surround yourself with people, but learn from your failures. Take all of what you've learned according to your experiences, write it down, you know, put it towards, you know, make it your vision board, as a matter of fact, you know. We definitely got to learn from our failures. That's what Hameen said. We have to learn from our failures, you know. So failures are a learning moment. You know, failures are those are the things that will give you the authority that you have, you know, so that when it's time for you to go and speak to certain people, give lectures, go around, you know, flying here, flying there, speaking on people's platforms, you know, when you failed, successful people are those of them who failed a ton, learn from their failures, and now all of a sudden, look at where they are. No more tummy time. No more tummy time. Listen, here's the most important thing in your life. The most important thing in your life, beside God himself. Remember your why. Revisit the reason behind your big dreams. When you have a strong sense of purpose and set clear understanding of why you're pursuing your goals, it can, watch this, it would align you from and keep you away from guilt. It would align you from from your failures and to your success, and keep you from guilt and remind you of why you keep your motivation. I'm gonna tell you something. I got stuck because, you know, I was thinking about something that I always say about your why. If you never ever remember your why, if whatever it is that you're gonna pursue, let me ask you a question. Have you ever considered why you want to do it? Because I'm gonna tell you the difference between a visionary and a copycat. Copycats are those of them who see what a person's doing and now decide that's what I want to do and don't even know why. Do you want to be a podcaster because of the fact that you have a microphone, or because you have lighting behind you, because you have a great software and you may have people who come on your line and you look professional but have no content? Do you want to do things? Listen, it's a sad situation to know that there are people who started out pursuing what they're doing in their lane and now want to switch lanes because it seemed like you're being more successful. I'm gonna tell you the reason why you're successful. It have nothing to do with gear, have nothing to do with the style, but have all to do with the content that you give, because content is king. If you think about, if you're selling a product and you think about the person that's going to buy the product, you're thinking about the person and why they want to buy the product. You're thinking about the person who says, that's what I want. And if you're the person who would say that I would want that product too, the question becomes, why would you want that product? And if you decided that you wanted the product, then you have to also sell them the stuff that they need, because that's how you make a profit. Give them what they want, but sell them what they need, because that's what makes you valuable. You see, if they want a plate, then watch this, you give away a few utensils. but they're going to need a pot to cook the food, to be able to have something to eat off of. Hello? You see what I'm saying? The person that think about its customers, a person that think about its viewers and what they're going to need will allow for you to conjure up the content they need. Let me tell you, you know what my mission is? Our mission here, I'm gonna tell you what the problems that we solve here at Manifested Thoughts Podcast is that we provide guidance, right? We motivate you by giving you motivation, giving you practical strategies that would help you jump over the mistakes and all the trials that might come and all of the obstacles that might come. We help you set goals so that you can take, here's this word, actionable steps toward achieving your desires and your dreams. That's your big picture. And those are the problems we solve here on this channel. Hence the reason we all need to come back, because we're solving problems. Let me ask you a question. When you know your why, do you know the problems that you solve? See, again, it's not just about getting up there to make money, because I'm going to tell you, anybody who goes to the workplace, that's right, there's a lot of copycats in this world. But listen, if you're somebody who's working for somebody, right? I want you to understand something. Never, and I say this all the time, and for those of you who know, you hear me say this all the time, but I'm going to say it again. Never go to work with your need. Don't go to work saying, I need to pay bills. I need. And this is the reason why I work, because you're never going to win. You're never going to win going to work, even if you're going to work for yourself. It's never going to work if you're going to work out of a need, because a need is emotional and your emotions are up and down. And sometimes you got to tell your feelings how to act rather than for you to allow for your feelings to tell you what to believe. There goes your belief system. And then if you believe everything else you feel, which is, I don't think I'm going to do it, I don't think it's going to work, I don't think it's going to work, then there it is. It's not going to happen. But if you come to your workplace asking yourself, what kind of asset can I become? What do I have to offer? What do I have to offer that somebody else wants? What do I have to offer that I know my boss need? You see what I'm saying? Because here's the deal. You become your own product. You give your boss what he wants, but he got to pay for what it is that he needs. You want me to do that too? All right, listen, let's talk about negotiate our check here. Let's negotiate my responsibilities here, my description here. You see what I'm saying? Because you're giving that effort, you're giving that time. And watch this, you make it to the top of your department, now you are obtaining wealth. Because wealth is different from being rich. Yo, am I saying something, y'all? We almost finished. What time is it? Oh my God, it's 11:44. Oh boy, I done went over time now. Dave, I'm long-winded. Last couple of points, and I hope you're getting value. Go back and look over the replay. Remember your why. I can go deep down the rabbit hole with that. So remember your why. What do you have to offer? What problems do you solve with what it is you have to offer your audience? Because every comedian solves problems. You know what they do? They make you forget about your problems by making you laugh. So if you don't know what you have to offer, then maybe you don't know what your why is. Then maybe now you got to go back and take a look. Because see, I'm trying to get you ahead so that when you do pursue, can't nobody question you about what it is that you do. And you will not become a copycat. You will stay consistent no matter what anybody else is doing in another lane. No, let me stay here for a second, y'all. Really. Because I only got one more thing to tell you. And that's it. And it's very short. Then we'll go home. All right. So I can't take phone calls today. All right. But listen, understand your why. Understand the problems that you... Can I ask you a question? For those of you who have social media, right? If you really want to get serious about your social media and make it a business, the question you have to ask yourself is, what problems do I solve? And what do I have to offer other people that they would want to continue to come back and follow me? Don't come to your social media with a need. Maybe it was a hobby. And you're like, well, I think I can do this thing. It feels good. Then all of a sudden now it becomes your place of work. If you're in ministry, stay there and perfect your Let me tell you something. I could have easily gotten up here and be the pastor that I am and give you word and make this another, church channel or another gospel. No, come to my church if you want to hear me preach. But I want to talk to people, saying that are practical people, regular people who want to talk a natural, regular have a conversation, and hopefully I can draw you up or pull you into a place of success or where you want to be, because that's my purpose, to help motivate people, give people practical strategies to overcome obstacles, help them set goals so that now they can take actionable steps toward their dreams. Oh, by the way, I'm not making this about me. You feel me? But I want to get you further, faster to where you want to be. I'm glad to be able to work for myself, y'all. Your boy's a CEO, working for himself, and it's looking good right off riff. And I know you can do even better. But I had to know what my why was. I had to know what problems I solve. You see what I'm saying? And it's bigger than a mission statement. You stick to your mission statement. So that if you're doing ministry, do ministry. Watch this. Perfect your messages. Study to show thyself approved. For those of you who are CEOs, study your craft. Study what you can do. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you what you're supposed to do as a leader, as a CEO. You're supposed to find new ventures. You're always supposed to find new things that will bring your audience into new ventures. You see what I'm saying? So you're supposed to always find new and fresh ideas. That's why you're a visionary. Listen, we'll go down and we'll talk about maybe Monday, because I don't work here. I don't work on weekends, But maybe you can we'll talk about integrators maybe on Monday, toward visionaries, because we have a lot of entrepreneurs on the line. We have a lot of CEOs on the line. We have a lot of business owners on the line. You feel what I'm saying? So again, always remember, know what type of problems you solve. You know what I'm saying? Know what your why is, and you'll be all right. Listen, here's the last thing. Celebrate. After you've achieved smaller goals toward your big goals, always celebrate your small success. Celebrate the windows you're going to open up and the doors that you're going to walk through toward your big dreams. You see what I'm saying? Celebrate. Celebrate it. Real quick, my sister Yolanda's on the line, and I want to promote, and 2 more ads and we're out. Hey, what's up, listener? Do you want to support Manifested Thoughts Podcast in style? Well, I've got something special for you today. Introducing our Manifested Thoughts Podcast t-shirts and hats. Well, our t-shirts are available for only $25, and our stylish hats are available for only $35. To place your order, go to manifestedthoughts888@gmail.com. We have all different types of stylish colors just to suit your personal taste. So order now and don't miss out. And thank you for supporting Manifested Thoughts Podcast. Hey, exciting news, everyone. We found a brand new way for you to join the conversation right here on Manifested Thoughts Podcast. Now you can call in live while I'm on the air. Just dial 929-394-3382. Share your thoughts, share your ideas, even have some questions for me right here on real time while I'm on the air. I can't wait to hear from you, my incredible listeners, and have all of your voices be a part of our podcast. Yeah, absolutely. Glad that you're calling. I'm glad that you're saying thank you for supporting. For those of you who are buying t-shirts, thank you so much for going right there to our email. And soon, we're so legit. We're going to be having people to be able to use their debit cards right where they are. You have it shipped to you in no time. I want to see something for a second. Okay, yeah, okay. I want to make sure I showed Yolanda's thing. Okay, y'all. All right. All right, y'all. So listen, y'all. Um, please don't forget, you know what I'm saying, to celebrate what it is that you're doing. If I've given you value today, I'm so happy to see Tiffany that was on the line. You know what I'm saying, my sis, you know what I'm saying, Beauty. I like to say, I like to use your last names. I don't mess up the first one. I'm glad to see you, Hameen. Glad to see all of you. I'm sort of you're hearing my voice. I'm wondering what in the world was so technically, wrong with what was going on with this stuff. So Yolanda, thank you so much. You know what I'm saying? Roger Lee Hambrick, my guy. Listen, y'all want to hear some good gospel music? Look his name up, y'all. And I'm so grateful to him that he's still watching. And I'm honored, sir. And we got to get together, bro. We got to get together. We got to get up. Roger Lee Hambrick was someone who came to our pre-anniversary when I was first installed as pastor. So happy to have you, sir. And they wrecked the buffet at the Harris Club. I mean, they came and they tore this place up, and I was so happy about it. Glad to know him. Lovey, good to see you. Dave, Keona, it's good to see y'all. Good to see all of y'all. I'm so happy that you're here. Do me a favor, please do me a favor. Leave me your email address. Go right to Manifested Thoughts podcast. Always remember, our point of views on manifestation have nothing to do with leaving God out. It's all about putting yourself into action. You see what I'm saying? And believing your way through. And I'm glad to know that we're Manifested Thoughts LLC. You know what I'm saying? And again, Manifested Thoughts 888 at gmail.com. We're not making phone calls today. We'll be taking phone calls on Monday. All right, because I got some new things that are coming up. And right now my mind is a bit on the business and stuff like that. Want to give a shout out to my boy Anthony Ward, Edward Cruz. Good to see you, Kishawn. You know what I'm saying? Edwin Cruz, man, I love you, bro. That's what I gotta tell you, man. You're my brother. And the stuff that I talked about even today, Elizabeth Bill, good to see you. The stuff that I talked about today had a lot to do with even himself, about not losing hope. You know what I'm saying? Being consistent. And that's the reason why he's where he is today, being consistent. I want to say thank y'all so very, very much for even coming on the line and helping us out, making this day successful. You know what I'm saying? Listen, if I've given you, before we even go there, if I've given you content, you know what I'm saying? And if you please give me some feedback, you know what I'm saying? Leave it in the comment. Let us know that, we're doing a good job and we're helping you and we're helping people. We're helping changing lives. Keyshawn, good to see you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Good to see all of you, man, out here. And I'm so happy. Have a wonderful weekend. Happy Friday. It is Friday. And I want you to know that our podcast is going to be giving you and bringing you some entertainment. And so we're going to have fun fact moment at the same time, too, as where you'll see skits and stuff like that that's on the comedy level that's going to break up some of the monotony and all that. And I want to give shout out to a lot of people who've given me feedback, on saying what I could do better. You see what I'm saying? And help me out. 1 second, I'm sorry. And I'm just so grateful to all of you. And thank you so much for being who you are, with much love, much gratitude. Listen, y'all, this is your boy Donald Francis, and I'm tired. It's the end of the week. I was with you the whole week, y'all. The whole week. Oh. So you know what I'm going to do, right? I'm going to go and I'm going to celebrate, all right? I'm definitely going to celebrate. Look, this is your boy Donald Francis. Thank you so much for doing what you do for me. I'm so grateful to you and you. Edward, I got to give you a call. You know what I'm saying? Ed, I love you, man. And I can't wait to see you. Can't wait to talk to you. And I'm glad that you're doing it. I'm so proud of you. Not singling anybody else out. You know what I'm saying? But I'm proud of you, bro. Thank you for being who you are. Yolanda, you are the best. You already know. You know what I'm saying? Lisa Palmer, you just got on. You got to go look at the replay. Sorry, sis. But I appreciate all of you. Listen, it's your boy Donald Francis. I'm over and out. Thank you so much for being who you are. And I'm saying peace in this particular moment, and talk to you on Monday. Go love on somebody, y'all.